Chinese friends here, Hong Hee Pad Choi. They are still celebrating Chinese New Year another 1 week more. Now today we are celebrating World Interfaith Harmony Week. As my deputy said earlier, this was started in the United Nations by King Jordan, who signed an agreement there that peace and harmony week must be observed 9th of February every year throughout the world. And you will know in the mass media, either in the TV, radio, or papers, how the world is now compared to 40, 50 years ago. No part of the world is having peace or harmony among the people. There is calamity, trouble everywhere, or natural disaster, fire, earthquake, volcano, and all sorts of things. And people are restless also. So this is the time we must observe peace and harmony. Now you must start peace and harmony. You will wonder how to start. It starts within yourself. You must have peace within yourself. So start sitting down, meditating for some time, forget the whole world, and you sit, you will have peace. Your mind and soul must think within yourself. God is nowhere God. God is inside you. That's what we say God. That is inside you. So if you can look inside your heart, you will see that you will feel happy when you meditate for a few seconds. Anywhere you can sit, even when you are driving the car, stop the car for a while, or in the house, or anywhere you meditate. Nothing like meditation. And everything will be quiet, your nerves also will be silent, everything will be fine. You won't feel nervous, tension, or depression, anything like that. So start within yourself. Then start with your family. Teach the children good manners. Good manners are very important for them. They must respect the father, mother, and the God, and the teacher. Whoever the teacher is there. And when you must be also good to the children. Use parliamentary words, good words to them. Don't scold them in unhealthy languages. Like you say you're a dog, you're a cat, while you're behaving like a cat or behaving like a dog, then the child will follow the same way of remarking what you are doing. The child also will learn the same thing. When you receive something from the child, say thank you. Then the child will also learn to say thank you from all of you when they receive something. So people observe the children in school. They will think very nice this child has come from a family, well looked after, well trained by the parents. So who get the name? The parents. So that is how we have to train the children. So start within your family. So the children will be united, they will respect you, and they listen to you, and have their prayers in the morning and evening, and they also will meditate. At least one meal a day, the children must sit together. But here nowadays, when the parents both, father and the mother, or husband and wife, they go out to work, they seldom have time to sit with the children around the table. At least in the afternoon or in the night. Night is easier because they come from work. Call the children, sit down around the table, have prayers, speak good words, and then you start. After that you start eating. So you will know, you will have close contact with the children. Nowadays I know, I've spoken to a few children, they complain, I hardly see my father, I hardly see my mother. Really painful, The own father and mother, they are not able to see them living in the same house. But by the time they come, nightclub, bed meetings, that and this, they come back late, the children are already in bed. And morning before they wake up, the children wake up and go to school. So you see, beds are left there. You must have close contact and relationship. So start at home. Then you start with your neighbors. That's why you say here, neighbors. Love thy neighbor as thyself. When you are in trouble in your house, you cry and shout who comes to you. Not your brothers, sisters, or mothers, or fathers who are living far away. The neighbor. The neighbor will only answer and say, what is happening next door? Let me go and see. If I can help, I better help. Or he will call for help. He will take you, if sick or anything like that, he can phone to the ambulance or take you to the hospital and take care. Or if they need somebody to be called and they are crying and all, and if they give the numbers, you phone to them and tell them that so they need your help. So love thy neighbor as thyself. Help them. Any function, their functions you attend, then they will attend your function. It can be your religious function, or can be they are sick, not well, you here, visit them. So have a good harmony with the neighbors. Then little by little, do a little bit of service around the area where you live. Join as a member in any club or association you want. Anything you want. And then you will make friends and you will learn things which you don't know. They may teach you. Or you can observe from them. And when you visit another house, you know how they set up the house, how the family join together, talk together, how they are moving. Then you can follow the same way and train your children also. So this is how you can make peace and harmony in the country. You go little by little, wider, then you become popular and somebody will say, oh, you are very good philanthropist or a helper, and they will call you to do work. And you will serve in the local council or the upper and then go. Everybody who has or ministers, all of a sudden they didn't become a minister. They have to rise up from rank and file. They have to do work. Public should know who you are. You just put one layman to stand for election and ask him to vote. You think you will get votes, sir? They will say, who is this person? We never heard of him, never saw his face. Then how can I go and vote for him? So people must know who you are. Then you must identify yourself in a good way, not in a bad way. Your character you take care. All the bad things avoid. Smoking. Now you know smoking is very bad. Drinking is bad. Drinking alcohol is very bad. Nowadays children are also learning from what their elders are doing or follow the films. In the films when the gang sit down and drink, they go and drink. You must tell them that is a shadow play. It's not a real play, it's a shadow play. Just a story, don't copy that. You must have your own culture. You know, the culture and traditions are very important for the community. Your community. Don't follow everything Western. Westerners are following Eastern way. You know how many Westerners are learning yoga now? They are learning meditation and they are learning dances, our dances. So they think ours are the best. And they wear our clothing, they buy the material or stitch it. You know, they are coming to our way. Why should we go to their way? So keep up the tradition. Every community must follow their tradition and their practices what they practice. If the parents practice, you follow the practice. You want to improve it, you improve it. In many ways you can learn all this. All this done from the house, it goes to the school then. Then in the school you learn. Then little by little, in some associations or clubs, make your children to become a member. Even a music club will be better. Music or debating society, any other social club where it is very good for the children, you encourage and send them. Or some religious bodies where the religious talks they give, and you send them. You see our religious leaders are here. And they are all here. I welcome all of them. For your information, we have got Thai Association, Tao Association, the Divine Life Society, Swamiji is here, the Buddhist saint is here from Buddha Association. Then we have got the Christian faith, Miss Reverend Maniam, and Magadir, not our Magadir, PM, Magadir, our Islamic, he is here. All of them you will meet later on the stage. They are here to give their blessing to all of you. So you see, they come here because they respect our organization, Universal Peace Federation. We are non-political and we don't lead to any side. We are neutral and we serve no matter what people have, what religion are. all are our members. And we are not an ordinary body. We have branches all over the world. In all over the countries, all over the world, we have members, and there are all religious members are there too. When I went overseas to Korea and other places, I met Muslim friends, Christian friends, Hindu friends, and many others. And we were keen to meet them, and they were keen to meet me. So, usually they are all members. I was astonished. In other countries, you will see members all are members in Universal Peace Federation. Some of the people holding position as royalties, ambassadors, or prime ministers, or deputy ministers, they are all UPI members in other countries. And they come for our meetings, international meetings, they take part. So you must be active, and if there are opportunities, you also can represent UPF in our country and go to the countries when we call you, and you can represent yourself, give a talk to them, meet everybody, and expose yourself. This is how we can have peace and harmony in this country of ours, and all can be united and live together. So I am very happy today that all of you are present, and let this morning be a joyful meeting. And we've got a lot of speakers here who are going to speak to you. I've got a Muslim friend here who's an all-rounder in all religions. That is Dr. Amir. He is my godson. He is a Muslim by religion, by birth, but he can speak well on Hindu religion, Buddhist religion, and other religions, and he represents all these religions in the other parts of the world where he attends religious ceremonies. How did he come up? He must be able to tell that. We'll ask him to tell how he rose up in that position. How I rose up, people ask me. That is how I wrote a book. And the book was launched on the 15th of August by the government. Government did the book because they said I am an icon for Malaysia. They saw the drug somewhere, they said, no, she is an icon, we must do it. So, right Jackson, the forum is that information minister got the book done up. It's a beautiful book with a thick cover and nice and all. And he gave his right hand. Professor Koo has given his right hand. So, because people want to know how I rose up. Even the school children want to know. Methodist High School once called me, told the teachers, we want to know how Tantri rose up to this position. So they called me, asked me to talk. So I said, okay. I went to them and told them how I grew up when I was small, how my parents brought us strictly under Hindu religion, very traditional, dressing traditional, everything traditional, practice all. And slowly how I rose up, how I got into social work, political work, and everything. And today in front I am standing here. Same way you must ask Amir. Amir is an all-rounder. I admire him. They were really good. All religion is very fluent in it. You must read lot of books, You must not read only your religion alone. Religion, other people's religion, then you will respect it. Some people think, I am a Hindu, I am great. No. Every religion is great. You must go inside and do some research and study. Then you will know how beautiful the other religions are. I respect the Christian religion because I studied in a Christian school, Old Testament, New Testament. So I know what is inside the book. And what is good there, I take it up. So like that you must read all religions, visit all religious temples, we are asked everywhere and pray. Everybody you respect, God will respect you. So this is what I have to say in the morning, and there are other speakers also. Thank you very much.